Hi there, my name's Aaron Lanterman. I'm a professor of electrical and computer engineering at Georgia Tech, and this summer, like most summers, I'll be teaching my class on GPU programming for video games. In this class, I use Unity. So as is typical around this time, I upgrade my version of Unity, I take a look at the various things that Unity has broken in the past year, I take a look at the documentation to see if Unity has improved its documentation in the past year, particularly when it comes to the scriptable render pipeline. I note that it hasn't. And then I do some exercises to reacquaint myself with Unity's workflow. Back in 2014, I backed the game Shroud of the Avatar for Forsaken Virtues. This is a game that saw something of a troubled development cycle, but I still enjoy it. I didn't back it on the Kickstarter, but I did back it on Portalarium's own website at what was called the Developer Plus level. Mostly because one of the perks of the Developer Plus level is that you could get access to a set of assets that Portalarium had developed for the game. And there is a ton of stuff in here. There are many, many gigabytes. For obvious reasons, I'm being careful not to show the URL. Anyway, if you wanted to make your own single-player role-playing game, for instance, in a fantasy setting with a slight steampunk edge, if you wanted, this would be a great place to start. It's not everything that's in the game, because a good portion of what's actually used in Shroud is formed from assets that originated on the Unity Asset Store, and that's not something that Portalarium could legally redistribute. Or actually now it's Catnip Games. My son and I are getting back into playing Shroud of the Avatar after a long absence, so I thought it would be fun to try to take some of these assets, load them into Unity, and get them to do something as an exercise. So this is also going to serve as a quasi-tutorial on Unity, because what I'm going to be doing here will apply to other kinds of assets from other sources. So I'm running the Unity long-term release 2021.3 point whatever. I'm going to call this Soda Asset Test. Let's see if I can spell Soda Asset Test. And I'm going to create a basic 3D project. I'm not going to use one of the new fancy and terribly documented scriptable render pipelines, just the built-in pipeline. Okay, I have a blank scene. Wait a minute, is this really running in Rosetta? Has Unity still not made an Apple Silicon native version of their editor? Are you serious? Anyway, okay, so let's go to the Asset Store, and I want to look for the Starter Assets Third Character Controller. So we get something RPG MMO-ish. All right. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Why would you think that I want that? How about, let me click on Essentials. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. All right, add to my assets. Okay, let's try Open in Unity. Sure. So your assets appear in the Package Manager. I guess I need to download it. Downloading. All right, let's click the Import button. Let's see, here's a bunch of stuff that it wants to import. That's part of the package. Yes, I would like to import all of it. Oh look, a warning. This project is using the new input system package, but the native platform backends for the new input system are not enabled in the player settings. This means that no input from the native devices will come through. Do you want to enable the backends? Doing so will restart the editor and disable the... sure, I guess. Okay. Okay, here's a README file. Get started. In one of these directories, in the scene directory, you will find the playground scene. All right. So let's go to third person, scenes, playground. Here we go. Let's see what happens when we play that. Okay, I have a robot guy. W goes forward. Oh, S actually turns him around. We would want to change that to have S walking backwards probably. And I have a mouse look. It's kind of a slow moving robot there. Let's jump. Spacebar jumps. Can go to the other end here. Jump. All right, so that's a start. Okay, let's get down to business. I'm going to create a new folder and call it Characters. And what should we put in here? We have port, avatar, FBX. So we have 2 FBX files for male and female avatars. So let's drag that in here. And let's see. Okay, here's the male avatar. All right. Let's see, did this come with any textures? Here's the female avatar. Let's see, there's materials for various components, but they're not really anything as far as the material itself goes. Body, head, here's a head, here's hands, the sort of things that you would expect. Okay, we've got male feet, male hands, male legs, all of the usual body parts you would expect. The materials don't seem to have any texture information associated with them. Maybe I imported them wrong, or maybe the textures are in another file. I'm not sure. I'll have to come back to that. Anyway, the main thing I want to do now is try replacing this robot model with one of these avatars. So for each of these, let me go to animation, no, not animation, rig, and let's switch this to a humanoid. So we're going to create an avatar from this avatar. Let's apply, see if it's happy about that. I guess it was happy about that. All right, let's do the same thing over here. We're going to switch this to humanoid, create for model. All right, it seemed to be happy. Okay, so here I have all the stuff associated with the robot. Let me take one of the avatar models and just kind of paste it in here. Cannot restructure. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and unpack this prefab. So we can unpack. There we go, unpack. All right, so let me drag this in here. Now I have the avatar sitting on top of there. Now I don't expect this to actually do anything useful yet. Okay, so that's fairly weird and disturbing looking. So we're not animating the avatar. I wasn't really expecting us to, but we are animating the robot. Let's try jumping. Wee, 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 wee. Okay. Anyway. Okay, so we want our avatar to animate, not the robot. Let's go to this player armature and change the armature avatar to our female avatar. See what that does. Oh wait, it looks like our avatar is actually walking around here. Wow. Boing, boing, boing. Okay, let's get rid of the robot. So this geometry and the skeleton, let me delete all that. Okay, now we're walking around, jumping around here. Let's try the male avatar figure. All right, so let me drag the male avatar here. And what we'll do is we'll deactivate the female avatar. Let me click this up here. So now we just have the male avatar. Let's try that. And we're just floating. Oh, we need to actually change the avatar of the avatar. So let's go to player armature, change this from the female avatar to the male avatar. All right, and now we're walking around here. Male avatar, boing, 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 boing. There you go. Let's see what else we have here. There's a whole folder full of different animations. Blacksmithing, fishing, watering, belly laugh. Wow, there's a lot here. Dark Star Salute. All right. All right. Tons and tons of stuff here. Wow. Harp, whatever that is. Maybe you're playing a harp. Pull arms. Oh, I guess this is all of the various combat. All of the crafting. Okay. Wow. Okay. Just sense how much stuff is there. All right. There's also a base characters animation that's not a folder of FBXs. It's actually a Unity package. So let's try importing that and seeing what's there. Okay, base characters animation Unity package. What do you contain? What secrets do you have? Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Is this the materials that we want? There's a controller in here. Oh, I should have tried this earlier. Ah, look here. Pale, dark, medium. This must contain the textures that I was looking for. Wait a minute, did I just go through a whole bunch of unnecessary work by first taking those avatar models on their own? Because there's a whole lot more stuff here. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. All right, I really should have started here, shouldn't I? Let's import all that and see what we have. Let's see. Port mail animation movement dash. Okay, so there's a bunch of animations in this file. Oh, and here's all of the textures that I was looking for. There's some faces and things. Bump maps. And here we have a specular map. And what is this? Oh, so we also have ambient occlusion maps. Wait a minute. Oh, it added a shaders folder. Port shaders. Oh, I think I remember this. This is their custom shader code to do shadery stuff. Per the licensing agreement for the Dev Plus packages, I'm not sure if I would be allowed to show the code here, so I won't do that for now. And it looks like their shader has a custom C# editor script. And oh wow, they included their full animation controller setup here. Let's see. Look at all of these animations. I bet that all of these in this folder are contained in that. Let's try something obscure like fire dance spin. Okay, if I were to go here and look up fire dance spin. Or maybe not. I don't know. I don't see a fire dance spin. What about flex? Do I have a flex? Okay, it looks like I have flexes. Do I have a giggle? It doesn't look like I have a giggle. Okay, so it looks like there may be some in here in this directory that aren't in this package. What about greeting? No greeting. What about headbang? No headbang. What about that dark star salute? Okay, there is the dark star salute. So, let's see what a dark star salute looks like. Okay, that's the dark star salute. So if I were to guess, I would say that this Unity package was probably made at an earlier stage of development, and these FBX files contain some things from a later stage of development that weren't included in that Unity package. Let's see, because this, oh, you can calibrate your face, I guess. These have a 2017 date, and let's take a look at that Unity package. Where did that go? The Unity package, oh, because I downloaded it today. That's not going to be useful information. I don't know when this was created. I'm going to guess it was earlier than some of these, which is why it doesn't have everything in it. That's my guess. Now, I should note that when I imported this Unity package, it looks like all of these materials, wait, no, some of them. Some of them are using the Portalarium standard shader, but those don't seem to show up. So that shader code is probably not compatible with this more recent version of Unity. These ones that do show up, these are just using the Unity standard shader. Interesting. Or maybe these rely on some other script to fill in some other information that's not part of this interface. Okay, there are female base and male base prefabs, but they show up invisible, probably some sort of shader incompatibility or something, I'm not sure. Wait, it looks like my robot is back. Probably I forgot to save it at some point and reloaded in one of the crashes that's happened that I've edited out of this video. So let me delete that. And actually, if I look at this avatar folder, there's this port avatar base separated male and female. That's the file name that the FBXs had. So let me delete this actually. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this one here from the avatar folder and put that in here. All right. And then I'll probably need to change the avatar to get that to animate, whatever that's doing. But let's see. Okay. I do need to update my avatar. So let's go to Player Armature. And I'm going to say port avatar base separated. Wait, are there several different versions of this now? Okay. There's the original one that I imported into the characters folder, and I think I need to change that into this one here that's associated with this avatar folder. Okay, that's confusing, but let's try that. Okay, let's see. When I imported it, let's check the rig. Oh, it's generic. You know what? I wonder if Portalarium's animation system isn't actually using Mechanism. So they may never have this set to humanoid like we are using the Unity standard assets I downloaded. So let me turn this to humanoid. All right. Ah, there we are. Okay, so we have skin now, at least everywhere except for our face. So let's check out the face. Okay, so here's the head. Let's go look and see what we have going on with the head. Oh, we have a normal map here. Let's take a look at that. So we can select a normal map, but it looks like... Oh, wait, there's a normal map for the head. Female head normal map already selected, but the albedo map isn't selected. I wonder if this is an import issue having to do with the fact that this turned into the standard shader and isn't using whatever Portalarium's shader is, or maybe they do some shader replacement in their code. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's choose an albedo texture. Let's see, I want to look in textures. And that doesn't look, let's see. Oh, is that telling us that it has a specular in it? Okay, so this is all very confusing. Let's see. Okay. Oh, wait, there's numbers in here. So let me just use head as my selection. So let me click on this again, and we can try out, here's the albedo. Let's try head base. Now we can try out different heads. So here's one head, here's another head, here's another head. The way this particular shader, at least with this particular lighting, is interpreting it, it's looking a little odd to me. But this is a starting point. All right, so where did that head go again? Head, base. Yeah, let's see if I can spell base. I can try to put the male texture on the female head. That still needs some work to look normal. But we actually do have a skin texture now. What about the eyes? Let's see. Okay, that's kind of creepy. So for the eyes, let's see. Oh, that's using this custom Portalarium shader. That's not quite working. Oh, I think I remember something about this. They have a color replacement scheme that lets them create a whole bunch of outfits with different color schemes from some basic textures that they then twiddle around with. All right. Anyway, I think that is enough messing around for now. We have an avatar with textures, although it looks a little sickly. That would involve messing around with lighting and the shader probably. It can run around, it can jump, and we could do the same thing for the male model as well. Okay, let's try that. So I'm going to deactivate the female avatar model. Let's take this M-base separated, drag it into our player armature, and now I can press play. Wait a minute, this one has a face already. For the female one, I had to go through an effort and put the skin on. Oh wait, I need to change the avatar. So to fix the avatar of the avatar, I need to go over here to avatar and change the port avatar underscore F to, let's see, not the morpher, M base separated avatar in the avatar folder. Okay, now let's try that and see if it will actually animate properly. And yep, there's our male avatar. Boing, 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 boing. Actually, the lighting's better over here. Let me try the female avatar model over here. All right, this is weird. Sometimes when I drag one of these models over, I think it automatically changes the avatar here in this animator in the player armature. Sometimes it doesn't. I'm not sure what exactly is going on there. Oh, and actually, let me full screen this. Is that now play maximized? All right, here we have our avatar. Boing. Avatar with no eyes. Boing. Boing. Let's jump on the platform here. All right, we're off to making an adventure. And in case you're wondering, the Shroud of the Avatar Developer Plus asset packs includes a large selection of clothing, but we'll worry about integrating that another time. The last thing I want to mention here is that this is still very much an ongoing concern. It's not like they just made these 5 or 6 years ago, posted them, and forgot about them. They've been updated as recently as January 2022. In the next video, I'll take a look at the housing models and maybe give our avatar a town to walk around in.